believing really hard for them. But no, now the Gila, Rolnack and the Gila gets tackled. He's gonna be popping shortly. Forget what I said.
Yeah, they're gonna have a very hard time, I think, trying to pull back. This Astarte is gonna die, but once this Gila goes down, that's gonna leave just a Nighthawk, Gila, Worm, and a single Kestrel. That's not a lot of damage left on the field. And the Astarte is going to take a long time to kill. I mean, it's got Galente structure even once it goes through this armor.
You know, it's got that local tank bonus. If it's got an AAR, it might be reloading, might be running out of cap. It might even survive the rest of the match.
Yeah, I've been watching it, and it hasn't been doing any active repping, which kind of makes sense. You often wouldn't have an active rep if you have a team that relies heavily on a Guardian. But it's still, I think, going to last a while, and long enough for them to eat through a lot of the hit points on the Nighthawk, which is their new primary.
Started getting him right close. Now only the Gila and the Nighthawk left. Nighthawk going down shortly. It looks like a great victory here of Anov over Ustra, and that's got to feel really good. Ustra are a very historied, very old Alliance tournament team. They've never had the best results, but they've pretty consistently got to like round of 32, round of 16s with, you know, decent performances. So having been knocked out in the first round to actually get a win, to kind of get your foot in the door, that's got to be a great feeling.
Yes, indeed. And that Nighthawk, the second last ship for Ushra Khan, is now dead. Just the Gila left. Meanwhile, Ushra Khan is trying to get the consolation prize of knocking down this Astarte. So they are in a very good position actually to kill it. Unless that Gila dies pretty much right away, it is tackled, then the Astarte, there we go, they got the Astarte. So that's at least a nice valuable kill for them. They'll be happy about that. But at this point, there is really no way that a single Gila is going to be able to wipe out the entire Nest of Vipers team.
Especially when that Gila is tackled, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got and it's jammed as well by the looks of it. That's gotta suck.
Well, it at least has jamming effects on it. So the icon doesn't mean that the jam was successful. It just means that someone is attempting to jam it. And in this case, the attempt is coming from a single Hornet EC300 drone. So it's probably, well, actually, it looks like it does have a full wave of 5.
No,
so
it's
got a
definitely
wave of
jammed.
5.
I'm watching the stream in another window. Haha. There goes the Gila. He drops, and it is a victory to the Anov team. Congratulations, boys. I'm not quite looking at the brackets now. I don't know who you're facing in the next round. It looks like it's going to be Sleeper Social Club, a very strong team.
That's going to be a tough match, but they did survive to fight another day, so I'm sure they're going to be very happy about that. And we'll be back in just a few moments for our next match, which is Losechnia Shalupin versus the Kadeshi.
Align, align. The clock e bomb. Via, ragazzi, tutto. E via il jump bridge.
Do you like spaceships? Do you like explosions? Airlock Media. We make your corporation look good.
Hello and welcome back once again to that familiar shot of the back of an Orthrus cruiser. Another one of these matches with the brilliant, fast Orthrus coming up now. This is CCP Fozzy joined by Apothony again, and we've got Losechnia Shalupin versus the Kadeshi in two actually very similar setups. Both relying heavily on Helas, both with some Mimitar making up a bit of the rest of it. I'm going to talk a little bit about Losechnia's setup. They've got triple Hela, double Orthrus, a Claymore, and then Worms and Harpies and a Talwar. And they are bringing Helas fit with rapid light missiles, and Orthrus is fit with hams for lots and lots of damage.
Yeah, so the Kadeshi have brought a more typical of what we've seen so far. Gila Mimitar makes this tournament. We've got the double Sleipnir, Scimitar Logi, 3 Gilas, a Talwar, 3 Worms, very popular in other setups as well, and 2 Merlins for support. The match has begun. Let's see what moves these teams make.
Yep, so the entire Losechnia team warped in mostly at 0, actually, with the Harpy and Talwar a bit further back, and then there's 30. And these teams are merging right.
Whoa!
They're immediately completely on top of each other.
Losec just burning straight into the middle. The Talwar getting nuked. He gets a rep off, surviving a little bit longer. There's a lot of light missiles going down here.
Yeah, there is a lot of damage, especially, of course, from the rapid light missiles on the Helas. They can do a lot of damage very quickly to small targets, and it looks like they're going to go after the Scimitar next. Now, of course, the Losechnia team doesn't have any logistics at all. They're relying entirely on buffer and local tanks and their speed, while Kadeshi is going to be relying heavily on that Scimitar, so losing it's going to be pretty painful if they do.
Looks like Losec is about to lose their first Gila. They've got no logic, as you say. Once that's gone, that's gone. They can't keep alive very long, but that Simi got nuked, obliterated completely off field, so now they're even, but they're 3 ships down.
Yeah, meanwhile, Losek's Gila that's taking damage, he's been burning away from the fight. He's managed to actually get himself safe, which we're a bit now. Of course, he's webbed. Frigate got on top of him, and he's going to be dropping pretty fast. And so it's only going to be a matter of time, I think, for him. But meanwhile, they're applying damage to one of the counter Gilas.
Yes.
Arnum's their Gila for
Gila and
Kadesh.
Merlin dropping ships, dropping left, right, and center. It looks like the Gila of Arnie is going to follow shortly. The Kadeshi are at a severe ship disadvantage at this point.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the ships that they've lost are mostly pretty small, relatively insignificant ships. The tackle was helpful on the Merlins, but they've got the worms to cover it. It's when they lose the second Gila, that's when the real deficit comes into place, and there it goes. So now it's a Scimitar and Gila, a Talwar, and 2 Merlins dead for Kadeshi, and meanwhile, they've only managed to kill 1 Gila for Losechnia Shalupin.
It looks like Ipshin will be following next, but one of the worms have gone down now for the Kadeshi. This has just been a slaughter.
Yeah, these Gilas for Losec are dropping so slowly. They have such strong tanks compared to the Gilas we've often seen from other teams, which is actually especially impressive.
Is that a boundary violating Sleipnir?
That is indeed a boundary-violating Sleipnir from Aton Ra. He went out of the arena and got explodified by CCB Veritas' robotic self. And
Veritas is a scary man.
That is a very big loss. That being said, they probably had already the match tipped completely against them, but Kadeshi is now completely out of the fight. They're dropping like flies. In fact, they're probably actually sacrificing themselves to get the match over faster at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much the fastest, most bloody match we've seen of the day, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive that Losec, not only does their team do so much damage, they've got Gilas with hams, but also they managed to fit so much tank on it. We were looking at the Gilas before the match and chatting about the fact that the Kadeshi Gilas actually were fit with light missiles rather than rapid lights or heavies or hams, which would do more damage. While the Losec Gilas were fit with rapid lights. And we assumed that had to be because they were trying to fit some more tank onto them. But actually, when you look at how quickly these guys dropped, the Gilas for Losec were surviving much, much longer.
Yeah, I mean, we usually say that it's really fantastic when two teams, especially two teams that can engage at range, take, maybe the first minute of the match to decide how they engage. We saw at the beginning of this match, the red team, the Losec team, they just burnt straight in. They knew exactly what wanted to do, exactly how they wanted to do it, and they just went through and executed brilliantly. And I think that's a sign of a really good team, pilots that know each other very well, the pilots that have practiced together with each other well, when you can go in and be that quick in their decision making and essentially, put the other team into a panic and possibly throw them off guard.
Yeah, this last Sleipnir is going to drop, and with that, that's actually going to be the fastest match of the day, like you said. This is 4 minutes from start to finish. Losechnia Shalupin with a very commanding victory over the Kadeshi, and that'll move them on to play again next weekend while the Kadeshi get knocked out of the tournament. And we'll be back very soon for a match I know a lot of people are looking forward to, Disavowed versus Hun Reloaded.
Alliance.
Welcome to Wormhole Space, man. We be flying tech trees and smoking them trees. Disavowed Alliance represented by Pandora Spear and Viper Fleet Inc.